the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! By Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
Ball hit high in the air into right field. Going back is Sayre. And Tennessee can say hello win column. A grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. You can't draw it up any better.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now. McGrath for the win. He got it. If you don't like college football and you watch this one, I'm not sure what your problem is.
Reddit did to do, and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, August 10th. We roll on, inch closer to football season. It is fall camp. Hard Knocks, by the way. I don't know if you watched any of it this year. Speaking of camp.
I have not. I've been watching the SEC documentary. I got one more episode left.
I've only made it through one episode of that. It seems, it's entertaining so far.
Yeah, I don't know why they chose to follow around like the Texas A&M is an episode. Vanderbilt's one they follow around. South Carolina's one they follow around. Auburn has an episode, and Vanderbilt.
Well, only certain teams allowed them access.
Oh, okay. So it was all the ones that allowed them.
Yeah.
Florida has an episode. Okay. Well, Tennessee, like they have in the next episode, I think they have footage. Like, I don't know how much access.
Tennessee only allowed them access for certain weeks, I believe. Okay. I can't remember the exact details of it, but you see the
entire episode.
Do what now?
It wasn't enough to like do.
I guess not, episode. But I do think the last episode is going to be a lot of Tennessee, if I remember the article about it correctly, because they were the only team that allowed them any access that made it to the college football playoff.
Okay.
So
yeah, I was about to say all the ones that like allow them access are teams that suck. So
sure. Well, we joked about it with Ryan Shumpert. There's this belief in the college coaching community that they are working on systems closely related to uranium enrichment, nuclear warhead devices. No access. What they have has to be the most closely guarded secret in the world.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So they're not going to just willy-nilly let camera crews in. No college coaches.
Yeah, I'm shocked how paranoid college coaches are.
Well, not Brian Kelly. He killed a guy, so he knows how that works.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
But other than that, yeah, it's insane. I would think this kind of access. The thing is if you're doing there might be some stuff that potentially could make you look bad in a documentary like this, but for the most part, it's only going to be good PR.
Yeah.
I will say
this: there's nothing in this documentary so far that's changed my perspective on any coach or program.
Yeah, that makes sense because Netflix.
I still don't like Shane Beamer. I still don't like Brian Kelly. Obviously, who's somebody? Diego Pavia is exactly who I thought he was. Clark Lee cusses a little bit more than I thought he would. He seems like a G-rated kind of coach, but I guess he's not. He's a mother F this, mother F that. So
he does, yeah. He is a big mother F guy.
Yeah.
Mother effer Lee.
Mm-hmm. Clark Lee. That's the widest name I've ever heard.
It's pretty
up there. It's pretty up there. Mother effing White.
Mother effer White. Like horrible bosses.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah. He went into his mom's room one night.
Mm-hmm.
He reached across her.
Whoever
No,
thought of
I
that
did
is
bring up
crazy.
Hard Knocks though, real quick. And I think this is a good example of like if you're just a good person, like in general, you're gonna. I've always liked Josh Allen, dude. He just seems like the just nicest, most humble dude of all time, and that's come across even more so far in Hard Knocks. Of like he just kind of goes to work, he treats everybody right around him, just enjoys what he does. Like he's walks the walk, talks the talk, all that stuff.
And he seems just like a bro. Like he just wants to hang out. He wants to be in everybody's group chat and
Not yours, but yeah.
yeah,
I don't think
I
you
really
responded
like
to my
Josh
turd request either.
No, I saw it. I saw
No,
it.
I know you saw it. I sent it to you. I said you didn't respond.
No, I was gonna wait till I thought you'd bring it up in the show, so I was gonna wait.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know I was going to, but I had to when you mentioned. It. No, but I think. I mean, if you go look at the Last Chance U, like, yeah, those documentaries can be bad for people, but I also think we can all agree the I'm blanking on his last name, Buddies. What's his name?
Buddies?
EMC Buddy, but the Buddies of the World, EMCC, what was his name?
Oh,
East Mississippi's coach. The guy that fought a ref.
Buddy
Stevens.
What is that guy? Buddy Stevens.
Buddy Stevens.
Okay. Yeah.
Buddy Stevens, the slapdick, Jason
Brown.
Like those people just suck. You didn't have to put a camera in their face to know that either. Like that was pretty obvious before.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
So the Bills are on Hard Knocks?
The Bills are on Hard Knocks, yeah. Which they're one of the, I think they said 5 at the opening. They're one of the 5 teams who still go to a college campus for training camp, which has always been an interesting dynamic because you're putting dudes who are wealthy beyond a lot of people's imaginations and they have to live in a college dorm for a few weeks. And it's always just.
Where are they at?
They go to St. Francis something in New York.
Oh.
It's they said it's like 75
like
miles from
school?
them. Huh?
Is it like a D2 school?
It is a very small school. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know the details of it. Yeah, I can't remember the name now. It's one of those St. Francis's up there.
Definitely a northern school. Got to be.
Yeah. I think that should be. You should have to look. I will say, I think it was Oakland when John Gruden was there, went to like a resort in Napa Valley. That's pretty sweet. I don't know. Just something about a dorm room for fall camp just gets kind of the like football's here. You know it's here. I think everyone should have to go stay in a dorm for fall camp. No exceptions.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we did, right? Like
that's what I'm saying. Like at every age group, like that's just what you. Yeah. That's what you do a few weeks before the season. You go to camp and you stay in a nasty dorm. It's just
fall camp sucks. Like no one likes fall camp.
Don't even try to make it enjoyable. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not a great time.
It's also awesome when you like look back on it. Like fall camp rocked. It's just football.
Well, it's like you look at the schedule of everything. You're like, huh, I did a lot today.
Oh yeah, it's maddening.
Yeah,
and that one day that you get a break from the third practice, whether that be the full pads in the evening or the walkthrough in the afternoon, like whichever one it is, when you don't have that one, that like Thursday, you're like, oh, what a blessing.
Yeah. I think it kind of brainwashes you a little bit because now I'm kind of still that way where I like have to accomplish different stuff by a certain time.
You think football did that to you?
I think so. And it's like I don't know. Maybe
society just did that to you.
Well, probably that too, but also just like afraid to be late. Like I can't be late. Can't.
As someone who's participated in sports their entire life, it didn't affect me. And I mean, I can't remember being late. I know I was at some point late for a practice, like here or there, but like not enough that it would stand out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you start making me run if I'm late for dinner, like, yeah, I'll be there on time, brother.
I don't know what it is. I think it was football, or especially like
No, I think you're just describing like growing up and going to school and
yeah.
participating in sports your whole life. And
Yeah, I think college is very much of, man, if you're late, like it's not even the run aspect of it. Like, yeah, you're gonna run.
it's
But
the
it's
embarrassment of it.
It's
both.
the embarrassment. It's like everybody's just disappointed. and that
College
just
is worse.
sucks.
It's worse at that age because you can't blame your parents.
Yes.
It's like once you can start driving, it gets really hard being late
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
there's no way you could blame it on anyone else.
Right. Or you go to California with a agent, and that's why you don't show up.
A few of those we could talk about right now.
So yeah, Boo Carter, did he blame the agent? He's
But
like,
wasn't
"It
he in
wasn't my fault."
Chattanooga the whole time? Didn't his mom tell us that?
Yeah, I don't know.
But he's not gangbanging down there. But he's here.
he's not. He's not.
We need to get her on to discuss that rant.
There's never a dull moment, is there? I mean, we had a guy get arrested.
We had 2 people get arrested.
We did, yes.
Which okay, just jumping right on into that one. Is that the first Lady Vol basketball player to ever be arrested as a Lady Vol?
That's what I was gonna ask. I was like, I don't remember a woman of any
Of any sport, yes.
Yes.
I don't recall. As a Tennessee athlete, I don't recall it.
No.
It's also it's crazy they took Chris Brazzell to jail.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
It is a failure to appear, I guess.
Sure.
But 60 and a 35?
I was going to say that part.
That's
Okay,
insane.
that part. The reason they arrested him, I'm like, that's
to
crazy.
be that ballsy to do that without a license is crazy.
That too. I mean, it's not that he wasn't acting in the smartest, but I mean, like, for example, so I don't know, in June sometime, I got a seatbelt ticket. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. And I freaked out because I thought I hadn't paid it on, because you have to wait for a certain amount of time before it shows up online. Otherwise, I just would have paid it that day.
Sure.
So like last week, I was like, oh my gosh, I might have missed like paying it before the court date. And that's an easy one to forget.
Mm-hmm.
I could have had a bench warrant out or my license suspended and completely forgotten about it. So it's just like, I don't know. You're right that the things that led to it were dumb, but he also may have forgotten that. Like if it was for a seatbelt violation, like we don't know what it's for.
Right. Yeah, 100%. It sounds way worse.
It was all
than it is.
dumb. And I'm glad, like for me, I'm glad I remembered it. I think it was either pay it or show up to court on like August 22nd or something like that.
Yeah.
And thankfully I remembered before that date.
I mean, if he was at Georgia, it's like, hey, it's just another day, but we don't have these every single day, so we have to blow out of proportion, I guess.
No, yeah, it's definitely not a big deal, but
yeah, he's probably gonna have to run a little bit, and
I'd probably not even that.
Yeah,
I don't know why you would,
or they might be like, we'll handle it internally, and nothing.
I mean, if he gets in trouble for anything,
he doesn't practice in front of the media one day and then goes.
But
right
also,
out
what 35 is he going 60 in? Because you went to Carson Newman.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that's driven on 11E in their entire life has gone 60 and 45.
It was on Henley Street, I'm pretty sure. Like across the bridge, I think is what I read.
Okay.
Which
I've
is still like
not gone 35 down. I haven't gone 60, but I've not gone 35.
Yeah. I'm with like once you like get past those red lights and you're past the church, like it's very easy to speed through there. Now 60 is
well that, and I've driven
walked at after he hit the brakes.
Right. I've driven enough roads in this area to know. Like there's times where I've looked down when I've seen a cop and I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The hauling someone off to jail for that is, I don't know. You're just like, why? It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. It's always been a thing, but this is what led to Jeremy Banks having his rant where he threatened to kill someone, which is dumb in and of itself. But also, we hauled him off to jail for failure to appear on a citation.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, when you have a program of 100+ guys that you're responsible for, and they're guys who've never had to take care of this stuff themselves before, like when they show up to you, there should be someone, and you also pay people to just watch film all day and do nothing else. There should be someone on your staff who's just like, you get a ticket, you call this guy, he's going to help you take care of it.
Yeah.
No questions. Like, we're not going to get a bench worn out because you didn't pay or show up for it. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
he's
like,
essentially
is that
personally
not-
secretary when it comes to that stuff, because
Or
you
is that not something your agent probably takes care of?
no, I mean, but these guys don't have like dedicated. I don't think it's like NFL agents. No.
Okay.
So I wouldn't think so. Now, if I was an agent that was, my salary relied on these guys making money, then I'd probably make it my priority. But they don't operate in the same capacity. So I wouldn't imagine. It also relies on them telling their agent and them telling the right people.
Right.
But
Yeah,
again, like, if he got a seat, let's just use my example. If he got a seatbelt ticket, could have been like me. Like, I put it in my drawer at desk so I wouldn't forget. And it got buried under stuff. And then it popped into my head that I had it.
Yeah. It's funny or it's not really funny that this happened, but it is interesting because this was the day that we were supposed to talk about wide receivers, and Chris Browse was a big part of that. And it just seems like a position that, as much talent is in that room, it just feels like they can't put it all together with injuries and lack of depth.
You're using this to point to, like, they'll never figure it out.
No, I'm not saying they won't figure it out. I'm just saying
you should use that. That's a perfect.
It's just
fall
like
reaction.
another distraction.
Right. That's a perfect preseason reaction. Like, we don't have guys healthy, and then we have another guy sitting in jail because he can't appear in court. Like, that's a great fall reaction.
Yeah. But it is. It's I don't know. It's this is supposed to be your guy. Okay, who cares? Who cares? He got arrested. Cool. He got a cool mugshot. I don't know.
Have we seen it? Have we seen the mugshot?
Yeah,
is it cool?
Why does WVLT have to post his mugshot?
He did get arrested, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, he's somebody who got processed, and then somebody was probably met him at the jail to bail him out or pick him up or whatever.
Yeah, we need to get back to the good old days. Listen, law and order, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Call the coach. I want him picked up on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Are none of these all right.
Also, did he not use it? You got to.
This is when we should. This is what body cams have done. Is we can't bury this stuff when it happens to Tennessee players because body cams exist.
Yeah,
we should start. You know those people who they call themselves police auditors, and they go to like the police stations and stuff, and they film traffic stops. We should be like Tennessee athlete police auditors. We only look for Tennessee athletes who have run-ins with the law, and we start filming them and being like, oh, you should delete your body cam footage or I'm going to release this.
I wonder if it was on like live PD.
That would be sick.
Because they have like
that's Knox County Sheriff's though. So that would, if it was on Henley Street, that would have been KPD.
That would have been sick though. I just want to know who he name dropped, because obviously, like, when you know you screwed up, like, that's the first thing you do.
Unless he's like Scotty Scheffler. They didn't even know he's Scotty Scheffler till he was on his way to the police station.
That's true.
Like, oh, so you're pretty good at golf, huh? Meanwhile, he's wearing a green jacket and cuffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, do you know like Josh Heupel? You think that's the first one he used?
I mean, I would have.
Yeah. Or I've met Peyton Manning before.
That's what these dudes need to start doing with their NIL money, is giving to these like the FOP lodges. They got to start
Okay, they got to start like paying it forward.
They
Basically.
should. Yeah. Well, yeah.
This
You donating to an FOP lodge doesn't get you any favors. Wink, wink.
Yeah, this is you owe me kind of thing.
Well, no, we're not gonna say that. We don't do any quid pro quo here, Landon. But I'm donating to you. Just keep that in mind.
Yes.
Keep in mind this check doesn't cash if I'm behind bars.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You want a nice new pool at your FOP lodge?
Do you think he's like, hey, I caught the winning touchdown against Alabama? Because I think as a cop, you kind of.
If I got pulled over on Henley Street and I could see Neyland, I would be like, hey, that end zone right there, you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would use that.
If I couldn't see Neyland, I might hold off on it. But being within the immediate vicinity, I would have dropped it.
Mm. I wonder what
if that cop
was.
Huh?
I wonder what time it was.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just been.
I'd say it had to be kind of late because going 6, like it's pretty trafficy through there. So like going 60 through there, I assume it'd have to be semi late, right?
Again, if we are talking about like the side of Henley Street, like going away from downtown, you get, like you said, you get free of those lights, and sometimes there's no one with you, and you just
if
just
you were
get
the
to
last
driving.
one to get stopped at that light,
Yeah.
You
never know. But I think you're also right in saying that it was probably late.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. I don't know if it was after 2 a.m. or not, but nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
I think it's midnight, right? That's the saying.
Well, that's what I grew up hearing, but I think How I Met Your Mother said 2 a.m.
Okay. Nothing good happens after.
I would say now
nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
After the age at the age I'm at currently, and correlated with my bedtime, I would say nothing good happens after 10 p.m.
Yeah, nah.
If Caleb's not in bed by 10 p.m., it has been a tough night.
I was we were walking back from the Smokies game the other night, and I was like, like 4 or 5 years ago, like I would have been down here at this time, and right now I'm like, I can't wait to go to bed. Like I'd be
see that
getting
fight
down here
in the parking lot. That was
Yeah.
crazy. Did that dude die?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about it.
I mean, there was an article about it, but
I mean, Chris Brazel's arrest was a bigger news story than that, which is crazy.
that is pretty crazy when you think about it. I mean, there were just rocks being thrown at dude's head.
Right.
Yeah, they arrested anybody involved in that?
I don't know.
Like, somebody's name dropping on Facebook. I mean, it was all nicknames, but
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, no one knows the real names anyway. They're like, never met him.
that Tom Segura sketch, he talks about the first 48 hours or whatever, the first 48 murder investigations. He's just throwing out nicknames. It was like Chris Brazel forgot to name drop real names. He was name dropping Heupel's nickname.
Okay.
They didn't know who it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Jay Hype.
Yeah.
What is Josh Heupel's nickname, you think? What do you think it was?
They have to call him Hype. I think I've heard players refer to him as Hype.
Yeah, it probably is.
I can't think of a better one off the top of my head.
No, Hype is pretty cool.
They also probably is it Bobby from King of the Hill that he looks like?
Yeah.
They probably call him Bobby.
Bobi.
Is that how he spells his name?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's like isn't that a woman?
All right, you want me to talk some wide receivers?
Yeah, we can. I mean, we have been, but yeah, we can.
Perfect. Well, before we do that, guys, go check out our good friends at Rowback. Rowback.com. Use promo code More Important Issues. Got a big drop coming Tuesday. Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
Gonna spend lots of money. And if you're just like us and gonna spend lots of money, save a little bit by using promo code More Important Issues, get you 20% off that first purchase.
With that new email account you just started recently.
Yep. New email. Yep.
Because your Gmail was getting full. So you had to start a new one.
Right. You just want one email on this email. That's it. Maybe two. You get
This is your spam one. You need to open up a new spam one because your other spam one's getting full.
You need two emails. You need your order from Roback and you need the one where it gets active. That's all you need in this inbox.
Yeah.
So go check them out, roback.com. Again, that's going to be Tuesday. All that Tennessee themed stuff is going to be, there's going to be hoodies, polos, quarter zips, just tons of stuff that you need to get before football season gets here. So do that. Use that promo code More Important Issues.
Go do it.
All right. Wide receivers.
Mike Matthews is practicing.
Yeah. I don't know how great we're throwing him the football, but yeah, he's out there. I just think besides quarterback, this is probably the most important position that has to take a jump for Tennessee to reach their potential. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. And they have to be probably their jump probably has to be bigger to help the quarterbacks. I think they're just as crucial in that regard. And I'll be honest, I don't have just like a ton of faith. Like, it's not really, when I think about this season, it's not so much just the quarterback position. It's like, I don't know how the wide receiver position is going to be. That was before injuries. I was already kind of nervous.
Because there's not just that one person that returns that you're like, at least you know what you have in this guy. Because you really don't. Like, Chris Brazzell had 29 receptions last year. He had 2 touchdowns. One of those was the Alabama game, which is, definitely his biggest reception of the year. The other touchdown was against Kent State. So I think that was definitely a big get out of the portal, but just didn't, it didn't click last season for whatever reason. There were some drops, overthrows, a lot of stuff.
Do we end up leading the SEC in drops?
Oh, I'm sure. At least, and if we didn't, if I'm Kelsey Pope, I'm saying we did.
going the Georgia route and just saying, like, everyone's predicting you to
suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, 39 receptions is what Tennessee returns this season. Again, Chris Brazzell had 29 of those. Mike Matthews had 7, and Braylon Staley had 3. That's all you return.
Yeah.
This year. So there's not one person that you're looking at like, well, this guy's going to be your dude. And then you have, guys that just need to step up. There's a ton of talent in this room. Brazzell was a big portal get. Mike Matthews was a 5-star. You had high 4 stars and Braylon Staley, who had tons of SEC offers. And then the freshman, Travis Smith. I said Travis Matthews. I was going full golf there. Travis Smith, Rodarius Jackson, Joakim Dotson, like those guys were SEC caliber receivers that could have went basically anywhere and chose to come to Tennessee. And now they have a real shot to play their freshman year just because of the injuries and the lack of depth there.
Yeah, they have a legitimate chance. I know Braylon Staley, I think Heupel said he was still out. Like, he hadn't practiced at all. Mm-hmm. I don't know how Boo Carter fits into the wide receiver room at this point. If any, I'm very curious. I don't know how they handle that situation. There's a good chance there's a true freshman starting week 1.
Yeah, and if it's going to be anybody, I think that's probably Travis Smith. But I think Rodarius Jackson's probably right there too and could definitely factor in. I think the most interesting thing to me is Braylon Staley because you have that slot position. I don't know how much other guys are working at the slot.
Yeah.
But the only true slot guy in that room besides Braylon Staley is Joakim Dotson. And he got here after spring practice. Like, he was definitely a late arrival that, had plenty of catching up to do. So I just don't know if you could expect him to go in and pick it up right away. That almost seems like if he were to not be available that first game, would they look at a tight end or does Joakim Dotson get that shot, or do they move somebody over in that position? I just think that's a big question mark with Braylon Staley's health. And then, even if he is healthy, he's still got to go out there and produce because, again, 3 receptions last season is all he had.
Yeah, it's a thin room. I mean, this is the encouragement is I think there's a ton of talent. And I think I said this when we ranked our position groups. I think this is the most collective speed you've had.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's a chance. I just think it's a lot of uncertainty. And I mean, not just because you don't know who they are, but also because of injuries.
Yeah, I think definitely you're more athletic at the wide receiver position than you were last year. I mean, Mike Matthews, Braylon Staley, Chris Brazzell, those 3 guys should be better than Caleb Webb and Chaz Nimrod, who got action last year.
Yeah.
What's
the Amari Jefferson Tomlin looking like?
Apparently he's been practicing. Apparently it's been better. I just think it was a lot of probably a little bit more of a process to get back to football than originally thought.
Sure.
But I think, dude, if there was any question marks with that, you probably should have went and got somebody out of the portal. I don't know what that looks like in terms of who you're going to get and what kind of caliber player you get that late. But I think when Squirrel White and all them left, I feel like there was definitely an opportunity to go get somebody else. But then again, you paid Mike Matthews, you paid Chris Brazzell last year out of the portal. And you have to kind of trust your evaluations. So, I mean, this is a huge year for, I think, Kelsey Pope and Josh Heupel and Halsley to figure this thing out. It doesn't look great. There is a lot of concern, I feel like, with the wide receivers, but there's also the ceiling's pretty high as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Can Chris Brazzell be that, I don't want to say Jalen Hyatt, but you know how Jalen Hyatt was his sophomore year and then his junior year just took off. Is that second year in this offense, could it be, we keep hearing about that. Could it be a big step for Chris Brazzell to take? Because he was that one guy we heard all offseason was like, oh, yeah, Chris Brazzell's a dude. And then in the season,
I don't
click.
Yeah, I don't think it's an impossibility. I guess the scale of it. I mean, I think he'll improve. Having a season like Jalen Hyatt did, being a Biletnikoff winner, I would say is not going to happen. But I don't see it as an impossibility necessarily because he's a great athlete. He made a lot of really athletic plays. One that stands out, and I can't remember what game it was now. He had a catch on the sideline. Or sorry, he didn't have a catch. He caught the football and actually ended up coming down out of bounds, maybe got pushed out in the air. And it was one of those, that was a freak play. And incredible to actually catch the football in that play. He has the tangible things to be a really good wide receiver. He just, like you said, hasn't quite put it together. So, I mean, I think he could have a big jump in year 2. I'm not ready to say he'll be Jalen Hyatt's level. But, yeah, I think I could foresee him having a big jump in year 2. And I think it also, with a guy like him and just this receiving group in general, it's also, can the play calling help them?
Yeah.
They also have to catch the football. But a lot of those problems catching the football aren't on the roster anymore. So hopefully those aren't a program-wide issue.
Yeah, it is crazy. I was just looking at Dante Thornton because when you're comparing the two, Dante Thornton, it was it just didn't click that first year. And then second year, he was your kind of only big bright spot in the passing game. But he had 3 less receptions than Chris Brazzell. He just made the most of it when he caught it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think avoid the big drops if you're open, catch the football. And I think that's going to change. Like, those stats probably look a lot different if he dropped like 2 wide open touchdowns last year. That's probably that's 4 touchdowns, a couple more receptions, and probably close to 500 yards.
We need our guys hitting smelling salts. I just
agree.
thought about it because I did get mine in.
Dude, I was going to mention that. I don't know if that was Jen's first time hitting that.
This one isn't all that strong, I don't think.
But she took it like a champ.
She didn't. She said so I didn't get the second whiff on tape. That one was much more of like a,
Okay.
First one, she said she didn't get as good of a whiff.
Okay, because I was like, geez, does she do that on the regular?
This one isn't as good.
Okay.
Because, you see it. My nose is in this bad boy.
Okay. Okay.
Is it only one time use out of this sucker? Like, because I swear, even the other night, maybe I'm just used to it now.
Just used to it. I swear the one we did the other night, I could still kind of smell it like the next day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the packets. This sucks. Should I drink it, you think?
Yeah, put in your coffee.
Oh, there we go. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's get a little. I think you got to break up the layers a little bit.
Okay, shake it up.
That definitely helped, but it's still not strong.
Yeah, I was like, you sent me that Snapchat of Jen in that, and I was like, geez.
Oh. Here, listen to this. This is why you should always read instructions. Add 5 milliliters of warm water distilled. Who the hell keeps distilled water on hand? unless you have a what are those things called?
CPAP.
Yep, CPAPs.
Yeah.
Shake well and wait 30 to 60 seconds. Open cap briefly and waft towards the nose from a safe distance, 6 to 12 inches.
I feel like that's a lot of work for smelling salts.
That I'm definitely not doing distilled water. I'll put water in it.
Okay. Yeah, what's the difference, really?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I'm gonna get the packets. Those seem. We're gonna hit them on game days.
Yeah,
in the mornings and on the way to the game. And if we see someone with concussion-like symptoms, we're gonna wake them up with it.
Okay. So let me ask you these questions on receivers.
Okay.
Who's your leading receiver at the end of the year?
If he's healthy, Mike Matthews.
Okay. Who leads in touchdowns? Same?
I could see that being Brazel because I think he'll be your with his long body and
he's 6'5".
athletic freak. I think he'll be a red zone target. On top of he has speed too. Like he could score from probably anywhere on the field. Deal.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably go with Brazel. I'd probably go the same. Does over under 300 yards for Travis Smith?
If everyone's just healthy and it's kind of normal, probably under.
Yeah.
But knowing what I know now about the room, I would say over. Because I think he could get a lot of touches. But I mean, if you go into the season with Braylon Staley, Chris Brazel, and Mike Matthews healthy and they stay that way, like healthy enough that the rotation's tight like Heupel normally does it, then I would say under. But based on what I know right now, I would say over. So
he's been consistently out there. So I mean that gives him a leg up to play early. So yeah, if everything kind of is matching what it's going right now, I would say over. But
yeah,
I'm with you. We could be back in 2021 and 2022 where we play 3 guys and it could be under.
Yep.
All right. Boo Carter. Over under 2 touchdowns on offense.
Let's just take the over on that. That I don't know. Like that's betting with my heart more than my brain. Like if you give me that on VIP, I'm taking it.
Okay. Doesn't it seem like that was just if he doesn't play on offense, doesn't that just seem like a missed opportunity on his part?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's one of those things. Everyone does this at some point in life. Some people do it like habitually, where I think he'll be gone at the end of the season. I think it'll relate around his use of offense, and he'll go, "You didn't play me on offense." Well, yeah, but you weren't here all offseason. I mean, you couldn't learn the offense and the defense because you weren't here all season, or all off season. And people, people will put themselves in these situations and go, "See, I was right." But you made it so you were right. You ensured you were right by doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
It's
definitely no one's fault but his own if he doesn't. Because right now they could have used him.
I'll be very shocked if he's here next season. And maybe I'll be surprised, but I'll be shocked.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see him on offense. I mean, the kid is electric with the football, but I just think, like, how much can he handle? Because, I mean, right now it's just defense, but even last year, like, he's subbed out with Christian Harrison, and then it took him a while to get the punt returner job, which, I mean, I kind of blame the coaching staff. I'm like, why didn't we see him out there sooner? But now I'm like, I mean, maybe it was kind of that same sort of stuff last year that you're dealing with, that he didn't go
who knows
win it. So
who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for this position group specifically?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually kind of feeling really good about this group until, like, they've been
injured.
Yeah, just the injury bug is kind of made me put a pause on maybe hopping them up a little bit, because I think everybody wanted new wide receivers. It sounds horrible to say, but I think besides Dante Thornton, everybody was like, I would like to have a new bunch, and let's see what we got. So we're getting kind of what we wanted. But man, those guys have to take a step. And those freshmen, like, I mean, you've been here almost a year, so you're no longer freshmen anymore.
Yeah. We need several people to take some big steps here.
Yep.
This season.
All right. Tennessee gets one of their best players back in Jermod McCoy. Big time. Before we get into that, guys, go check out our good friends at Hovey Dry Goods. HoveyDryGoods.com. Use promo code MORE. Again, promo code MORE. Look at this hat right here. Beautiful. Love it. They got us our MORE hats. They are in. It can be more anything. More important issues. More touchdowns. More beer. Whatever you want. So yeah, go check them out. Get 15% off that purchase at HoveyDryGoods.com.
Go do it.
Do it.
All right.
Yeah. Jermod McCoy is back.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
That's just a huge boost for, like, I mean, your secondary was probably okay with Colton Hood, especially those first two games, but getting him, like, in a helmet, in pads, going through individual drills, like, that's a good sign that he's going to be back at some point, and probably early, unless he has a setback. I don't know how early that is. Is that the Georgia game? That's kind of where everybody's circling. Like, is he back by then?
Right.
Because that's what is that, a month? A little bit more than a month from now?
Georgia's 9-13, so yeah, just over a month away.
Yeah. That would be huge. Because, I mean, like, he's your lockdown corner. Like, he's a guy that can follow around an opposing team's best receiver, and you feel good about it. And he's one of the best players in college football. I mean, look at ratings and, who Pro Football Focus, whatever. Everybody's huge on Jermod McCoy. Look at the mock drafts. He's a future first rounder if he's able to come back and be at that same level he was last year. So would be huge for that defense, having a guy that had 4 interceptions last year.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, if also him being there just helps your secondary elsewhere too, like the guys you have to plug in elsewhere. So that's critical that he's there back for that reason. Based on the line, I mean, the line right now currently is for him not being there at Syracuse. So like that makes me feel more comfortable that you can go into the Syracuse game and not really worry about it too much. And then you have ETSU. So like those 2 weeks, I mean, I think that's great for work at those other positions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think get him back for the Georgia game would be massive.
Mm-hmm. And like it would kind of work out if you're able to time it up like that, get Colton Hood and, everybody else a ton of reps just in case you need them down the road. Because Colton Hood can play a number of positions. Like you get him at corner, at least he's getting his feet wet somewhere. What if Ricky Gibson has to come out for a little bit? You don't want somebody who's like their first time playing is against Georgia or something like that. So, having guys with versatility, having guys get a ton of reps in the back end, I think is good. And Jermod McCoy coming back is going to help everybody else out.
Yeah. And I think it sounds like he's on pace to be back at least by then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, him already going through individual drills, that pretty telling. I mean, with that being a month away, I mean, that should give you plenty. I mean, I don't know what that looks like in terms of recovery, but I mean, if you're not close to 100%, they're probably not putting you in pads and letting you go through individual drills.
Right.
So.
You would think. Hopefully so.
You think there's going to be a little bit of a curve there for him being back, or you think it's back to normal?
I would expect there to be some, but I mean, we've also joked about it with like Tommy John surgery. It seems like people coming back from that injury, ACL now is also like that, where they just kind of the surgeries jumped up a bunch in the last few years in terms of the rehab time it takes.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the rehab access he has access to, you almost come back stronger a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So I would expect one, but it also would shock me if there's not one, I guess is the way to say that.
Right. All right. Little overreactions.
Yeah, I hope you have some. Do you?
I mean, I've just seen a ton of overreactions. Mine is like, we got no clue who our quarterback's going to be still. No clue. From what everybody has read and said out there about the scrimmage, it seems like the guy who really most people weren't given a shot to win the job was your best one. So, I mean,
how so did you read that? I mean, I saw he throw a touchdown pass, but that's all I even heard about him.
Well, I just read that quarterbacks in general did not have a great day passing the football.
Which George McIntyre, by the way, threw a touchdown pass to
Deshaun Brame, right?
Deshaun Brame, yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're referencing. But we did say on Thursday we expected the offense to suck. So
we did. Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising that the passing game struggled, because obviously you had guys out at receiver, but you had probably guys out on defense too. So who knows exactly what that looked like. Tennessee apparently ran the football well. I think my overreaction is I don't love Joey Aguilar throwing a pick six to a preferred walk-on. That does not – I don't love that at all.
Sure.
I don't know if it means anything. It could have been – I mean, it was a scrimmage. So what's the context? Was it tipped at the line of scrimmage? Was it, I don't know, miss route that – I don't know. Could be tons of stuff, but just the fact that he threw a pick six to a preferred walk on is. I overreacted when I read it.
Do you feel like the overreactions now could be also in part to the overreactions of people who think our quarterback situation's okay?
I'm not sure what. Are you referring to something?
A lot of people have just thought that we're okay at quarterback. Like, all right, Nico's gone. Cool. We got Joey Aguilar. We have Jake Merklinger.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the truth of it is we're screwed until proven otherwise this year at quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, we're not in a better position. I mean,
like if Nico threw a pick six in year 2 as a starter to a preferred walk on, I think you should be hitting the overreact button. Now I'm like, okay, seems about right.
Yeah.
Especially like not saying Joey's bad and like that's expected of him, but like it's his first camp at Tennessee. I don't think he's all that great. Okay.
Yeah. I just think that in the first scrimmage, I would have liked to see Merklinger and Joey Aguilar looking better than a freshman and George McIntyre. And I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly what it looked like, but from everything I read, you really didn't name a starter or not.
They weren't going to name a starter even if
right.
Lit it up.
Usually you could tell like from one scrimmage like who the race really includes, and right now it's still 3 guys because I mean George McIntyre performed well enough to stay in it, which credit to him, but I would like the guys with seniority probably to outplay him.
Sure, but he is a 5-star quarterback, and next year you're going to expect a 5-star quarterback freshman to start. Slightly different context is, but not much.
Do we expect Faison Brandon to come in and start?
I think a lot of people do.
I think a lot of people do too. I'm not saying I'm in that boat because I'm
not necessarily saying I do either, but since last year, the thought process was Nico finishes this year, he's gone, and then it's Faison Brandon's job. That was kind of the thought process all last fall.
Yeah.
And then
I'm now in the boat where a 5-star quarterback, I got to see it to believe it because they have not been good for Tennessee recently.
No, I mean, sure. I just meant the difference in George McIntyre and Faison Brandon in terms of their expectations shouldn't be that far off of each other.
Right.
So for him to be competing for the job is just kind of solidifying what people thought in Faison Brandon starting next year. I'm not saying you were necessarily one of those people, but that was a very, very widely accepted theory as to how the quarterback position would pan out over the next 3 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I just, it's a weird situation. Like the whole situation is weird. Like, I mean, if you're looking Joey Aguilar, him starting, I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, if he gives you the best opportunity to win, sure, play him. But it does nothing for future-wise.
Right.
Jake Merklinger, he's a guy that, like, if we don't expect him to win the job next year and he doesn't win it this year, he's probably gone, right? So is that really helping anything? And then George McIntyre's a true freshman. Like, there is cons, I think, to all these guys. I mean, if Merklinger wins it, cool, because I think he comes back next year and then it's a full competition. But apparently he was the most inaccurate one yesterday, which, again, it's one scrimmage and Tennessee ran the ball fine. Tennessee can run the ball fine and win some football games. So I'm not willing to hit the panic button just yet, but somebody has to separate themselves at some point.
Sure. I agree.
And I don't even know who I want to win. I really don't.
I don't know how anyone could accurately say they do know who they want to win.
Yeah. Honestly, I hope it's McIntyre.
Sure. Tennessee kid. Why not?
Yeah. And I'd love for him to all those like he had a 5-star beside his name until he didn't go to the Elite 11 and they dropped him way down. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe we just need quarterbacks to not go to the Elite 11 or some stupid camp and get that 5-star for them to be good at Tennessee. If that's what it takes, whatever. Fine. Yeah, he was like the number one quarterback at one time, and then 247 Composite has him at 151 is what his final ranking was.
The rankings are so dumb at this point. I don't know. It's
Yeah. And he looks like the one that's like, obviously he's a true freshman and he weighs, I don't even think he weighs 200 pounds, or he might be close to it at 6'6". Like he's the one that doesn't look like he's ready to play in the SEC, but
right.
he looked good in the scrimmage apparently, or good enough.
Yeah,
passing's one thing, but running the offense efficiently is going to be who wins the job.
Say that again.
I think passing is part of it, but I think running the offense efficiently is going to make or break who's going to win the job or not.
Yeah, that will be the most important aspect of it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Which again should lend a hand to Jake Merklin there having the upper hand.
100%. And everybody kind of had his back when Nico left at that spring game. I mean, this was kind of his job to take it and run with it.
You would, I mean, that's been my thought process the whole time. Is it's not his job to lose. That's not the right way to say it because it's not. But he certainly has more to lose in the battle. Because it's as of April 1st or whatever day that all kind of came together. Like it was his job that day.
Yeah, he had the biggest
team looked to him. Yeah.
Besides that, I heard Star Thomas looked really good in the scrimmage, so that's
cool.
Good.
Love it.
I mean, again, I think whoever is going to be the leading one or two backs for Tennessee is the stats are going to be good. Tennessee is going to run the ball efficiently. So that gives me hope that the offensive line is good. I know Pendleton didn't practice, dealt with an injury, so Satterwhite was the center. Apparently the offensive line operated well. So that gives me hope, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I think your defense is going to be good.
Their defense is going to be fine at the very least, I think. They're going to be better than they were in 2021 and 2022, I think.
Sure.
They're going to be more aligned with 2023 and 2024 than the other two.
I agree. Do you have any more kind of overreactions? I don't know if we had any overreactions. I just saw some.
I was gonna say I haven't seen a bunch.
George McIntyre just like going. They're like, why don't we just like name him the starter already? I'm like,
sure, I'm with it. No, I was gonna ask you I didn't really see many. Most of the overreactions I saw were talking about how we're gonna overreact, but I never really saw any good overreactions to the.
I saw some message boards because I do like to just browse them because I myself like probably have some dumb takes, but
I don't know if I screenshot or not. It was late last night. I went to bed early. I don't think I did. What's the Twitter account? They shared some out. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. The no context Tennessee Vols?
No, the Board Genius one. I think they shared some Tennessee ones. 4 and 8. LMFAO, we really are screwed with no QB, aren't we? Is the wishbone or wing tee easier to implement at this point in camp? I do think Paul Johnson is currently unemployed. If only our coach could recruit his own players and had responsibility over his personnel, he wouldn't have to sacrifice what he really wants to do. Oh, wait, it's year 5. Those were my favorite that were tweeted out Saturday after a scrimmage that no one had videos from. Huh?
Will you read that last one again?
If only our coach could recruit his own players and had responsibility over his personnel, he wouldn't have to sacrifice what he really wants to do. Oh, wait, it's year 5.
What does that mean?
I think he said all that to make it sound like it was
Josh Heupel's fault.
Well, it is like he's blaming it on Josh Heupel.
Yeah, that Nico left.
Right.
Okay. Well, I mean, Josh Heupel couldn't make Nico's family from Knoxville because that was the whole reason he left, right?
Oh, sure. I don't know. Whatever he says.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I think it does stink because, like, if Tennessee, let's say if we had, I don't know, who's a decent quarterback in the SEC? Who's like, okay. I don't know. Who is a decent Garrett Nussmeier? Is he going to be like?
I would probably put him above decent at this point, based on what everybody thinks he's going to be.
Let's go Marcel Reed at Texas A&M.
Okay.
If Tennessee had Marcel Reed, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we're good."
Sure, and we haven't seen him either.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's funny that we're freaking out without Nico. And I personally believe Nico would have been better in year 2 as a starter. That was not the consensus thought as a fan base, though. I was the moron, according to a lot of people, for having that thought.
That we weren't okay at quarterback?
That Nico wasn't going to be better in year 2.
Okay.
And if Nico wasn't going to be better, then we were doomed to this anyways, because we've said it. Multiple people have said it. Dylan Sampson was the reason you're in the college football playoff, not Nico.
Right.
But I think from my perspective, I'm like, yeah, we're kind of screwed for this year. Like, it just is what it is. Because I thought Nico was going to be better. Whereas, like, now I think we're back to square one.
Yeah, like going back to the Marcel Reed, if you had a decent quarterback, the schedule sets up so nicely for you to make it back to the college football playoff.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Because if you had a decent quarterback, you're favored in every game, but maybe 2. Yeah, probably 2, because you were going to be underdog to Georgia at home and probably Alabama away. But that's probably it. If you have a decent quarterback, you're probably a favorite in the swamp. Now, I'm not big in that game, but you're probably going to be favored because I think it's only 4 points right now, and I think a lot of that is because the issues at quarterback.
Yeah.
Or the unknown at quarterback. I keep saying issues like, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. But yeah, Nico kind of screwed us a little bit in that regard. But then again, like he wasn't, like you said, he wasn't that great either. But he was consistent. You kind of knew what you had. A little bit. Probably. He wasn't going to kill you. Now, is he going to make a ton of plays? But it's not like he turned the football over a ton. And
I just think he manages the offense better.
He was a game manager, 100%.
And then if he can just hit on some just a few throws that he missed last year, mainly just deep balls. Like that was mainly the problem.
Yeah.
Not that was his only problem. There were others, but I think it would have been a lot better in year 2. But
yeah, I agree.
And that's why I look at it from like a we're screwed perspective at quarterback. But the people who didn't think he was going to be better, you should just be like, it's all the same. That's where you should be at if you had that thought. You should be it's all the same then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still ready for football season?
I'm ready for football season in general.
Yeah.
I've always been. And I'm still excited for Tennessee. Like I said, as it gets closer, I'm going to get more excited. A fall camp that what I was saying earlier, like none of us is seeing videos from, or at least like full video. Like we our dumb minds, me and you, Landon, can't even begin to break down film because it doesn't exist for us. And even then, like what comprehension would I have of it? None. So it's hard to just make a flat out decision. I thought the offense would suck Saturday, and it sounds like they suck. So whatever.
Yeah, and also with the film, like you get it, and you're like, okay, Joey Aguilar was throwing, and Colin Brazzell was at corner. Like, what does that really look like? Like, what kind of looks are we getting on the opposite side of the football? Because that just makes zero sense to me. Or were that low at cornerback that day where you couldn't have somebody else? Some of those freshmen play corner with Joey Aguilar at quarterback, or I don't know. There's so many aspects to it where I'm like, yeah, it doesn't sound great, but at the same time, it's like, I got interceptions sometimes in practice in college against a good quarterback, and I probably had no business of getting those interceptions, but sometimes it just happens.
Yep.
It's not a big deal. It's not the end all be all. It doesn't mean they're bad. And I think right now it's like, let's wait till I think the next scrimmage is Friday. Is there a big improvement from some of those guys? Because like you said, this was Joey Aguilar's first scrimmage at Tennessee. Like, they just got pads like was that Wednesday, maybe? Tuesday, Wednesday? They haven't really been in full pads.
It was earlier this week or last week, I guess. I don't know. Whatever we're at now.
So, yeah, let's see if there's a big improvement. Kind of know what you watch the film, know what you need to work on, perfect it. And Joey Aguilar just got here a month ago? There's no way. If this offense is as complex as everybody says it is, where you take the biggest step in year 2, like it takes you that long to really learn it, I think it's tough to learn it in its entirety in a month.
Yeah, I think him getting onto campus earlier than expected was a good thing, but yeah, it doesn't raise my expectation of him.
Yeah. But he got here and hardly any of the players were here. There was just a handful of them. A lot of them were still off.
My hope was that was just sitting in meetings on film and
sitting with Heupel and Halsley. You're looking at just being in Tennessee system, George McIntyre has a leg up on Joey Aguilar too, because he's been here since December.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think the schedule sets up nicely for Tennessee to still have a really good season without superb quarterback play. But it kind of stinks because if you did have really good quarterback play, say Nico does take a huge step in year 2, you're looking at another chance to win a national championship.
Say that again. The end.
I think you have another, like last year you were in the college football playoff.
It's just fun. It's just, it's funny. That's it. You're not wrong. You were in the playoff.
Yeah.
You just win a few games.
If we win the first game, you probably win the whole thing.
Sure.
But
we know now, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the toughest matchup, man. They just gave us a freaking home game.
If they had given us a home game against Ohio State and Ohio State had went on to win it, that would have been infuriating. I think they helped us out.
Hmm. No, we should have hosted SMU or something.
I mean, that would have been better. But like I said, if it had been Ohio State, that would have been jump off Henley Street Bridge territory if they go on and win it all after that. So I think it worked out for our mental health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watching that SEC documentary, watching that Arkansas, I'm running out of bounds. Somebody literally commented and be like, well, he did pick up the first down. And I hope they were being sarcastic, but man, that just pissed me off even more.
No, I agree, Monty. It would not have changed anything. That's why I say I'm happy we did not have to go through that.
Yeah. We'd have paid a lot of money to be in there too.
What would our tickets have been?
Honestly, I don't.
I think
maybe.
You think even see? I
maybe
think
not even that.
Yeah, I think 100 at the most. I would think 85.
They kind of just do
what they would be.
Yeah,
kind of deal. Yeah. What do you pay? What is it per baseball?
I think regionals one. Is it 120, 150, something like that?
Oh, then yeah, it'd be 200. Okay. Yeah.
But that is regionals. You do get
I guess
at least 2 games.
Yeah. I guess I didn't realize it was for all sessions of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe 100, 150.
And I think the supers are right around the same thing. So
let's find out this year. I don't want to buy. I want a home game.
Okay.
I'll take a buy if I have to, but I don't want it. If you make me, I'll do it. If you make us be number 1 or number 2, I'll have to. I don't have a choice.
God, that'd be so awesome. Please just give us good quarterback play.
It's not going to happen. Not the good quarterback play. Not that. I just don't think Tennessee will be in the college football playoff this year.
Yeah,
but I think your quarterback play in your season can still be okay and not be the result.
SEC Mike, he in that documentary, he was they were talking about Texas A&M, their NIL, and how it's they don't have a budget. It's just as much as they want to put into it. And they're they still don't live up to expectations. He calls them Texas 8-4. Is what the nickname he gave A&M, and I was like, man, that's tough. But I mean, I kind of wouldn't hate 8-4 go with what we know now. I'm like,
when are coaches going to stop going to A&M though? It's a bad job.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God, they're so weird. The whole thing is just odd. How much would it take for you to be a yell leader? If somebody was like, I'll pay you this amount of money, what would it be?
To be a yell leader?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You have to lead the chant.
Huh?
You have to lead the chant.
Sure. Is it they're offering me how I exist now, Caleb Mitchell, or am I a crazed A&M fan?
No, you right now.
Oh, they'd have to offer me a lot of money. But I mean, if I was in that cult, I'm sure it'd be an honor.
You'd be down?
I'd probably be I'd be way more than down, yeah. I just can't imagine submitting myself to a dog. I love dogs, but I can't imagine just being yeah, whatever you say goes. You can't talk to me.
Is it Revel or Revelli?
Reveille.
I thought it was Revel for some reason. I don't know why.
That might be right too. I don't know why I thought Reveille.
Well, that's what they say on the documentary, and I was like, huh. I thought
maybe
it was,
okay.
Andy Staples said it, so I don't.
Okay.
All right. Got some questions. Go ahead and get to those real quick. if you could have one person on a VFL of any kind, any former player on this team on the offense, who would you pick?
Say that again.
Non-quarterback.
Say it again. Sorry.
Can
Repeat that.
Can do
So I-
quarterback. It's too easy.
Huh?
A former Vol
Okay.
to be on this team, non-quarterback, on this offense. We'll do offense first. We'll go offense, defense.
What direction do I want to go? Can we say with certainty the quarterback position is going to be good?
We can say it's
With-
decent.
That makes me not want to get a wide receiver because it won't matter. That's the problem.
I mean, like a decent quarterback would probably, a good wide receiver would probably help you. I'm going wide receiver.
Who are you going with?
I'm going number 37, Peerless Price.
Okay.
Big playability, big moments.
If I went, I was considering a wide receiver. I'd go Joey Kent.
Okay.
Also big playability. I think we can put him wherever we need to at that point.
Monty said D. Sam. I mean, if you have Dylan Sampson, you probably get to the college football playoff again.
Truthfully, I was considering a running back, and I was trying to decide who, because Dylan Sampson's a great option.
Yeah.
I was trying to decide how far back I wanted to go to do that.
Tennessee has so many good.
Because I would love to see Alvin Kamara be used in Josh Heupel's system.
That's a good one. Or a cheese. Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis was in consideration. I like Peerless. It's also be hard not to go Jalen Hyatt. We know how he plays in Josh Heupel's offense.
Right.
I might go Jalen Hyatt. You were
Yeah.
talking about if Chris Bradshaw can beat him, I might just go Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah. That's a good one. I think Jawan Jennings, too, could be a good one where just get him the football. He's
Yeah,
gonna
but he
go
would-
get you some yards.
Yeah, but he'd be like Brew McCoy. And I loved Brew McCoy, but I was told that wasn't a popular pick.
Wait, what?
When I picked Brew McCoy as my all Josh Heupel team, I was told it wasn't a popular pick. And I mean, that's just, he's Juwan Jennings.
That's your opinion.
Sure. He also wouldn't be the first person I'd pick, Juwan or Brew, to
No.
be the one player to bring back.
No.
Because I think you need speed. Because you'd be replacing speed. Whichever wide receiver you took out.
Yeah.
As much as I love them, I think you don't want to take away speed. Especially in Heupel's offense.
Okay, so you go Jalen Hyatt?
I think I think I do, just because I also know that Josh Heupel knows how to use him.
Okay.
Kind of like I think I'm with Monty. As much as I'd love to see Alvin Kamara, maybe Dylan Sampson is the right running back answer because he's done it. Although, God, Alvin Kamara just in general, like to have him again for another year. Ugh.
A Reggie Cobb would be a good one. I mean,
Yeah.
you could probably go offensive line too.
I
mean-
also considered offensive line. I considered just bringing Cooper Mays back.
I was thinking Darnell Wright.
Yeah. Be-
You know what he looks like in this offense. All right, let's go defense.
I'm either going to go Al Wilson at linebacker or Eric Berry at safety.
Yeah. I went Eric Berry I think I'm more okay with what we have at linebacker than I am at safety. So that's probably why I go Eric Berry. Would Eric Berry be more of a nickel? I mean, I don't know. You think he plays more in the box in this defense?
I think
Play him wherever he wants to.
I think he still plays.
Around.
I think he still plays safety, and he's just a versatile safety at this day and age in college football.
Okay.
He'll be at the line of scrimmage. He'll be in the box. He'll still be deep. Like, I think he'll play all sorts of positions.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably go Eric Berry. I mean,
I don't think he plays corner. No,
Yeah.
he's not a corner.
Right.
He doesn't have that would be a waste of his speed, and not that corners don't need to be fast, but like you think of the ground he could cover.
Well, and like if they run the ball to the other side, he's kind of taken out of the play. You don't want him ever taken out of any play.
No. There's a reason he never got put at corner at any level of call or any level of football, that he wouldn't do it.
Yeah. And I know Derek Barnett and Reggie White were probably
but
some of those, but
it's kind of
like Gardner. I'm going to trust that defensive line is going to be okay.
That, and it's kind of like I don't want to knock on Brewer Jawan, but I don't want to replace their speeds. Like, why replace those really good players when you could fill some holes elsewhere with really good players?
Yeah. Who is one newcomer you're excited for this season?
Are you just doing freshmen, or are you doing like guys we haven't seen a whole lot of? Like, how are you?
A freshman or transfers, just a newcomer in general.
Okay, so not anyone that's been on the roster previously though, but just hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Probably Star Thomas after the other day, I would say.
That's intriguing.
There's probably a freshman wide receiver too that, like, I don't know if it's Travis Smith. Probably Travis Smith, but
that's why I don't understand like the thought process of like transfers where I feel like they needed a wide receiver more than a running back, and they took Star Thomas. So I don't know if they just like kind of missed out on the wide receivers that they targeted in the portal, and they're just like, oh, we're good with what we got. But if you're going to land, I thought if you're going to land one at one of those positions, I think a wide receiver is more important than a running back. But I like Star Thomas. I think that's a good one. Me, it's just because of the helmet. Sam Pendleton. I know he's dealing with an injury right now, and we'll see like if he's able to win that starting job at center. But if he is, I'm excited for him to touch the ball every single play with that face mask.
Oh yeah, Rudy.
And then our good friend Ethan Cundiff asked us a question. Go ahead and get to that. He said, what's y'all's breakout player for this year and biggest position concern?
Breakout player, either side of the ball? How are you?
Yeah, we can go either side.
Because I don't know how exactly wide receiver is going to shake out, I think I'm going to go with I think Ethan Davis has a really good year at tight end.
Okay.
I think he's used more in the pass game.
I like that.
Positions. Oh, yeah. Go ahead and answer that part.
My offense would probably go. I'm going to go Braylon Staley.
Okay.
I think it could easily be Mike Matthews or Braylon Staley, but I like that slot position. You kind of mentioned Jalen Hyatt there, and I think whoever's going to be at that position is going to have a good year. So I'm going to go Braylon Staley, and then defense maybe. Let's go Caleb Herring. I heard he had a good scrimmage.
I like that.
And biggest position concern is, I think it's Other than quarterback, I think it's wide receiver right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. Defensive side of the ball, I'm gonna go Jermod Thielander.
Okay.
I think we're very happy with him as your other linebacker.
Yeah.
I've
I
loved
like
him
that.
since he was a
I
freshman.
like that linebacker group. I really do.
Yeah.
All right. Also, guys, go check out our good friends at VIP Play. Football season is coming up, so definitely want to get those bets in. This is the best time to bet is in the fall during college football. So they have tons of lines already out, profit boost, everything you want. They got MLB going on, WNBA, whatever you want to bet on, they got it. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. You must be 21 and over and located in Tennessee to bet. Also, if you bet just $5, you'll get $100 in bonus bet with promo code MORETN. Again, MORETN, bet just $5, get $100 in bonus bet.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to bet on college football.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. So much fun. Monty said, is it true Brazel got arrested for driving without a license and speeding? I think
for
it was
driving without a license is all he's arrested for.
right. Yeah, he got pulled over because he was speeding.
Well, I guess really he got arrested more so see, that's the thing. That's even more, I guess, annoying about the whole situation. The way the article reads, Blount County, which is where he failed to appear, didn't issue a warrant for his arrest. They just took his driver's license away. They suspended it.
Mm-hmm.
So KP didn't necessarily have to arrest him. They could have ticketed him, had someone come pick up him in his car. They chose, because they saw him as someone who would fail to appear, they made the decision to arrest him, which is more frustrating.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. You're just over policing at that point. You got to fill those jails up.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. That's not, I get it. Whatever. It's just, he's a student at UT. He's on the football team. There's ways to take care of it without putting him in jail for a night.
Right. And having
That's
a
all.
mugshot posted on social media. Yeah, I agree. And then all you see is Chris Brazel's arrested. Like you don't.
Yeah. I could understand it more if there was a warrant out for his arrest, and maybe the article's wrong. Maybe there was a warrant, and you're like, there's a warrant out. I don't necessarily agree with how it came to a warrant, but I can understand that more from KPD's perspective.
Yeah. Yeah. No need in that. No need to, again, not a big deal at all. It happens. Definitely want to get that taken care of. Definitely don't want to speed like that, but it does happen to a lot of people, and hopefully he learns from that and gets it taken care of and all is well. But I don't think that's going to affect it shouldn't really affect his playing time or suspend him for a game or anything like that. I think that would be extremely over the top.
Yeah.
I mean, Georgia would have no players if they did that. So. But the Ruby Whitehorn, that sounds. I didn't get to read the full article, but that sounds insane.
Yeah, I read the full article, and I don't know how that situation is going to shake out, because it also sounds like there's two sides of the story, and we're getting one side.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
And her court date's Tuesday morning, so I mean, this
what?
Will probably her court date apparently is Tuesday morning.
Okay, well that'll just be initial. That means, that's just like her initial one,
right?
That means she might still be in jail. Might be her bond hearing. Yeah, the story that's given, that based on the investigation, and then her story are very weird. It's a very weird situation.
Yeah,
because she got charged with attempted robbery and domestic violence. which seems like two things that can't happen in a together.
It says aggravated burglary.
Yeah.
And-
So can you burglarize your own house? I don't. It's just weird. I don't know. And I would think a domestic violence would need to take place either with someone you know or within your home, one or the other. I don't know. It's a weird situation. Yep. I don't know exactly what happened, Monty. I would encourage you to read it. Because I just don't. Landon mentioned what she was arrested for, but I don't. The story's just weird.
Yeah, it's odd. Last thing, Drew Gilbert makes his MLB debut. That's awesome for him. I mean, the Mets are just clueless and had no clue. And he gets traded to the Giants in a couple days. He's called up. I think he played like 5 games with the AAA affiliate for the Giants. And then I think he batted 500 in AAA and got called up to the majors, made his MLB debut on Friday and had a big catch. Yet to have a hit in I think the last 2 games. But yeah, really good for him. I think that's the 10th player that Tony Vitello has put in the MLB since he got the job at Tennessee. And I think the 8th player off that 2022 team who's already made their MLB debut. So just a matter of time before every team is sprinkled with Tennessee players because talent just keeps rolling in to Knoxville, and it's awesome to see. And then Blake Burke was in town, got called up to Double-A, and then immediately come to Knoxville to play the Smokies. And I think the last 2 days he's hit a home run in each game. And his first Double-A home run and hit one today, I think 411 feet dead center. So,
oh gosh.
I went and watched him play on Wednesday, and his first at bat, I mean, dude just ripped a double to opposite field. I was like, "Yep, he loves
that's
him."
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome to see those guys in professional baseball. Any most importance or anything else you want to?
No, that's it. That's it for me.
Cool.
Just get deeper into fall camp. Just keep trucking along.
Yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for listening. Don't forget, our golf tournament is coming up October 4th. So set the dates. Go ahead and sign up for that. Or if you just want to sponsor a hole, you can do that as well. If you have any questions, you can DM us or let us know, and we'd be happy to get that information out to you. Also, Roback has that drop on Tuesday. Don't forget. Going to be a lot of great stuff. Probably going to sell out quick, so go ahead and get it while you can. Thank y'all again. Have a great week. We'll be back on Tuesday. We're bringing the boat in, and we out.